I know what it feels to be in the darkness. I know what it is to try to enact self-love when it feels like there's nothing left to give. This is the space I'm in right now. Growth comes with pain. We don't actually want lives of no challenges. We just want to be well with ourselves and meet the challenges like only we can. That there's more light and love on the other side than what I'm leaving behind. That we are strong enough to make it through all of our tower times, all of the darkness that we're meant to experience. There is reason behind it. Am I blown out? First of all, I'm starving, and that's never good. That's just never a good place to start things, but I don't know. It is what it is. It's just not that. I'm not vibing food right now. Oh, you're so cute, babe. Okay, so I have you ever gotten a massage and there's like, I wish you would have gone a lot harder. How are you doing? How am I doing? For real. Like, I love food. I moved from the foodie capital of the world, in my opinion. Oh, she's spicy today. Yes, she is. Girl, I went outside in the rain with my hair like this. It don't look too bad, girl. Excuse me, excuse me, but like, if you have curly hair, you already know what rainfall means. How do you know a real thug? This is the mark of a thug. This is dip brow. And I don't know why, like, I use most of my arm as a palette, like this is gonna be like half of a mukbang. Mama's little pick-me-up. This is the matcha latte. It looks so sloppy. I was just about to be like, it ain't even that good. And then I was like, girl, stop lying. Stop lying to the people. Isn't he just a lamb? This matcha is life. I feel like I have something else to eat. Protection against negative energies, baby. My other dog is a Sagittarius, so he's he's getting into his season and he's feeling himself. Bitch, I always have to come up on here to realize just how absolutely sickening my eye look is. God, I love it. I love it. I love it. This is an homage to Thanksgiving, which I'm not celebrating. The day that has been called Thanksgiving is tomorrow. Me not celebrating it. Oh, honey, what are you doing over there? Wow, 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 wow. This is why you never arrive someplace ever in life thinking that you know anything. A little bit of advice. Anyone who tells you that they have life completely figured out, warning, run. That's the funny part about life, is that just when you think that you have an understanding of what's going on or that you're grasping it all, it's so funny how everything can get flipped, turned upside down. You know, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air style. A lot of times I just have like kind of a thought flow. The best way that I feel like I can communicate it is through video, actually. Just because I do feel like it's just different than writing. It's different than like if you read something. I just really like that medium. And so I don't really plan out what I'm gonna say. I don't really write anything down. I just sort of have like a one little idea, like something that sets me off, triggers my thoughts, and then I just basically go from there. I come on camera and I just sort of like let it flow. To me, that's the best way for me to communicate what I'm talking about. And so sometimes I get these ideas and it's just like I can't get on camera fast enough to get it out of my head, kind of out of my energy sphere. So when I tried to film it, I was scattered to say the least. I mean, oh my God, someone's calling me. Why is someone always calling me? Girl, if I don't know your number, if your number's not on my phone, girl, leave a message. Maybe I'll call you back. Like, are you drunk? I don't be picking up phone numbers. All over the place. My energy was so crazy. I even said in it, I was like, I feel like I've taken an edible and I forgot. Like, if anyone's ever had that feeling of taking an edible and then forgetting, and then when it sets in, you're like, what's the deal? Like, what's happening? And you have that moment. It felt like one long that moment, and not in a good way. I just wasn't myself. I wasn't in my body. I wasn't in my space. It's also something that I'm not used to. I'm very chatty. I'm a Gemini rising. We're really chatty. When that part of me turns off, that should always be an indicator to me that it's not time for turning outwards, it's time for turning inwards. If I don't say this in every single video, know that it's true for every single video. Everything that I say, whether it's on my website, whether it's here, whatever I'm saying, as far as what I've learned about self-love and self-empowerment and self-worth, just know that I'm always reiterating that to myself. I'm saying it out loud and putting it out there for people to grab a hold of and hopefully do something with in their own lives, but it's always a constant reiterating to myself of everything that I say. Sometimes when I edit through my videos, and I will be like, who are you? Because you're giving me a word. I'm not living by this. Like, who are you even? It's like two different people. Knowing something and like knowing it for absolute truth is so different than enacting it and behaving from a place where that's your truth. And that's something that I've found over and over again, because it's crazy the things that you can know, and you can know it to be fact. Anything that I've said on here that I believe is true, like for example, that everyone has innate worth, that everybody is innately worthy at their core, that they don't have to do or be anything but themselves in order to be worthy. Even though that's something that I know like beyond fact, that's like one thing I know in this whole world is true, I have to say that to myself constantly, all the time. It takes constant nurturing. It's similar to a plant. That's why I recommend everybody get some form of plant, even if it's a tiny one, because it reminds you of these cycles of life. It reminds you that you always need nurturing, that self-care or self-love isn't something that you just apply one day, or that you just do on Sunday, or that you do for a week on vacation. It has to be an everyday mindset and an everyday lifestyle. When I'm saying that to you, I'm always saying it to myself as well. I'm always trying to reiterate it to myself. If it isn't clear, I've gone on a journey to find my worth. It's just like self-love, where it's elusive. When you think that you have it is when it's gone. It's not really something that you can hold in your hand and be like, I have it. I've reached it. I've reached the mountaintop, and now I'm safe. And I don't ever have to climb another mountain again. I'm up on the highest peak and I don't have anywhere higher to ascend. That ain't it. It's something that has to be re-upped. It has to be really like fleshed out, and it has to be the truth. For me, 2019 has been the most dramatic year of complete demolition of my life, my personality, my relationships. Oh God, my relationships, all of them have completely changed. So I was trying to record this video, throw down a matcha, buzz down on it, and it wasn't working. And what's doing is denying myself. I was denying that inevitable cycle that comes around where your body is just telling you no more. Just turn in. You don't have to speak, you don't have to do, you don't have to exert, just quiet, just stillness. Even though I tell other people all of the time, and I say to myself, to take those moments when your body is talking to you, to listen, because that's intuition. Your intuition is only active through your body. You feel it. If I was really truly tuning into myself, I mean, I actively knew, you know, like a lot of it has to do with my moon cycle. I started tracking my moon cycle, and that has changed my life in so many ways. That's a whole separate topic that I can't wait to talk about here more, because it's life-changing for women to be more informed about your cycle and how it relates to the moon. And when you see the different phases of the moon and how it matches up with what you're feeling, phase of the moon at this time, it matched up so perfectly, where it was that time of surrender and quiet. And I was trying to power through and just get something done, and I want to just cross this off. I just want this off. But the truth of the matter is like, I literally, like if you look in the video, I literally can't deliver my word. I mean, there you go. I literally can't even direct my thought at all. I'm all over the place, and that's because I'm not meant to be doing that right now. This whole idea of productivity is so impressed upon us. I don't think it's a realistic, I mean, I know that it's not a realistic thing to think that all of the time that I'm going to be able to be as productive as I even want to be, that I have to listen to my body. So what happened in this time was a shadow time was triggered for me. One of the deepest twilights I think I've been in, and I mean, I'm still in it. I don't know how I come off for the last week. I've just accepted that my energy is erratic. I think part of it is picking up on collective energy, the energy of this year and sort of what's happening in my own life, in my own cycle. You know, everything is a perfect storm that just joins together. This was one of the deepest, or I am still in the deepest shadow time I've been in this year, that I've been in for a very long time. And it's crazy because I was sort of in a place where I thought all of like the clearing out had been done. I love Scorpio season. I literally love Scorpio season. I love Scorpios. I love Scorpio energy, but I wasn't prepared for the way that this Scorpio season just completely shook so many more skeletons out of my closet, and I had to confront them. The theme of this entire year is having nowhere to run to. I have nothing to hide behind. I just told you, like, my whole life is basically completely different in ways I couldn't have imagined a year ago, or 2 years ago. Definitely not. I mean, go further back, I couldn't have seen this coming. Even when I was in like the deepest parts of it, which part of me hopes like my heart chakra has taken a beating this year, my God. And I want to just take a moment. I want to give gratitude to you, because when I've felt this emotional pain, the only thing that I can think of is how much more compassion it makes me have for the brothers and sisters that I share this planet with. And like, I just want you to know that I'm holding space for you and for your experience, and that I appreciate all that your heart chakra has been through, and all of the bending, the breaking, the opening that our hearts are all collectively going through. But on an individual level, it is like surviving death. It's living through death. That's why you need to pop the hood, because other people will tell you, no, it's fine, it's good. But when you know something is not correct, you know, something's not quite right, continue to pursue it, because even though it's fucking scary, and I'm scared, you know, like I'm telling you right this, my voice is shaking because like, yeah, I'm scared. I'm about to enter into, well, I mean, I actually started today about a month-long fast, or it's a holiday fast is essentially what I'm fasting. This is the day before Thanksgiving. I'm fasting until tomorrow. Tomorrow? No, I'm fasting until January 1st. I don't know why I said tomorrow. I wish. No, I'm excited about this fast, and I actually was gonna start tomorrow, and I wanted to start today just because I'm ready. I'm just like, I'm done. I'm done. I wanna head into this. I wanna face whatever's going to come up in this fast. It's being done in the name of not hiding. It's being done in the name of like triggering tower moment, twilight, whatever, like come what may, whatever needs to come up. I need to recognize it so that I can acknowledge it and love it and integrate it into my life and use it as fuel for my expression, and not experience it as anxiety or as depression or as general discontent. I really want this to be something that is felt. Like I said, I don't believe in time, so it's almost like as I'm saying this, I feel that it's reaching you if you're watching it. And so I want you to know, like, I'm in the midst of something. And the only reason I laugh is just because I kind of feel like I might as well be in like the middle of the Sahara Desert. Emotionally, I feel like I'm in no man's land. I feel completely like I have been stripped naked. I'm just exposed to the elements. I know what it feels to be in the darkness. I know what it is to try to enact self-love when it feels like there's nothing left to give. This is the space I'm in right now. I'm lucky in the point that I know now, like, the scales have tipped to where, am I still afraid? Yes, absolutely. I'm probably more afraid than I've been in my whole life. I'm simultaneously more excited than I've been in my whole life. I feel like I've been building to this release of all these things that aren't me, that don't fit me. And if this is like my kind of last purification process, to me it's like this perfect poetic synchronicity. It's beautiful to me, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I'm scared. I don't know what's going to come up. I haven't been able to predict the things that have come up so far. Like I said, in this year, the ways that I have just unraveled my life completely. See what's left of it now. I keep saying it's like there's really nothing, which is simultaneously good. It's open space to create whatever I want, but then it's also this terrifying like feeling of like I don't know, the unknown. That's so scary, but I know it's necessary. Just like I began the video saying, everything that I say ever on this space of Tiger and Crow, everything that I say about self-love, everything that I write about it, everything about finding your self-worth, every time I'm saying it to myself first and foremost, and then outwards to you. I'm no more like healed. I'm no more better, worse. I'm the same as everybody else, just doing their best to navigate. Although I know all of these things, and I do a pretty good job of, or I've done a good job of enacting self-worth into my life in a real way and finding that real sense of self-worth. It's everyday work. It's anything else. As long as you're alive, there's going to be maintenance. You skincare every day, you exercise, you get fresh air, you get water. You have to connect with yourself. You have to connect with your heart space. You have to be living your truth. There's no way around it. You won't be able to outrun it. You won't be able to outlive it. You just won't. It will affect you in some way. If you're going through a tower time, if you're going through a moment of darkness, I feel that, I hear that. I'm so with you, and I'm giving you all the strength and all the love and all the light, and I give it to myself as well. And I know that all of these moments are only happening so that we can give birth to ourselves in ways that we hadn't imagined, that we can be more, that we're being called upon to be more. We don't actually want lives of no challenges. We just want to be well with ourselves and meet the challenges like only we can. I don't want to say prayer because I'm really not religious. I'm not spiritually aligned with anything in particular. I'm open and I love everyone and all things. I recognize the necessity and the beauty in all things. It's more of just an intention, but if you want to call it prayer, wish, energetic, flow, whatever you want to call it, is that we are strong enough to make it through all of our tower times, all of the darkness that we're meant to experience. There is reason behind it. It is creating us. It is allowing us to be bigger and better and more true to ourselves. Growth comes with pain. From what I can sense of the other side of this pain, I can just sense so much light and love that I'm not afraid. Like I said, that scale has tipped for me, where I know that there's more light and love on the other side than what I'm leaving behind. And even though I can't understand that, and my tendency is to like want to grab at everything that I can to try and have something left, I can't. I can't do that anymore. I'm not lying to myself anymore in any respect. I'm not lying to myself or to anybody else. I'm living honestly. I'm living my truth. I know that even though it's terrifying, even though it doesn't make any sense to me right now, and if you can relate, I mean, that's pretty much how I felt at almost every dark moment along the way. The truth is always better. Living in truth is always better, no matter how hard it is to face it. Oh God, I'm sending you mad love. I'm sending you so much love. Yeah, now that it's officially the holiday season, wherever you're traveling to, please be safe. Use your highest self to be conscious of your decisions, and just enjoy the season and enjoy all of the love that your life is offering to you. This is such an abundant season. It's a season of darkness and of cold, but there's always abundance even in the darkness. So I'm sending you love. I'm sending you light. Look at how dirty my glass. It always looks dirty because I put so much lemon in my water, but it's clean, I promise. Cheers to our darkness.